Hey everyone, it's Presley at actoutgames.com here, and today we're doing another Presley's Perspective. So if you guys don't know what that is, since we haven't done one in a while, it's basically me and my dad. My dad selects a topic. Actually, it's usually I don't know what it is. This time I do. But usually I don't know what it is, and he just talks about it to me, and we just have a discussion about it. And we're kind of doing it to show that it's okay to have discussions with your kids like this. It's okay to tell them about all these issues going on, and it's not like they're not ready for it yet, because they need to know what's going on in the world.
Sure.
And they don't need to just, like, it's especially, they don't really need to be thinking everything's all sunshine and rainbows all the time, because it's not. It's not. You need to teach them about what's actually going on in the world.
Of course, no, I totally agree with you. Yeah, and this time, like, normally I know more about the topic than you do.
I know lots about the topic.
This one's not, it's not true this time. You know more than me, probably.
Whoops.
Or you've read more about it than I have, certainly.
Yeah.
I suggested it, but
And I'm just like, yes.
you were very excited about it. So today, we're going to talk about the Give Elsa a Girlfriend movement. I'm going to call it a movement.
Yeah, I guess it would be a movement, right?
Yeah, I'm going to call it a movement.
I don't know what else it is.
It's a hashtag.
Yeah.
I know that. But yeah, so there's been a lot of debate going on, and I've seen it sort of building over the past few days, and so when we were kind of talking about what video we were going to shoot, I suggested, hey, do you want to talk a little bit about the Give Elsa a Girlfriend thing? Because that seemed like something you might want to talk about. And you were very excited about it.
Yes, please.
So why don't you tell me what you know about it and get me up to speed a little bit on what's going on. Or tell them what's going on, what that even means.
If you don't know, I mean, it's actually like very self-explanatory. It's a movement that uses a hashtag Give Elsa a girlfriend. It's like Give Elsa a girlfriend, and that's pretty much it. People just want Elsa to be a lesbian in Frozen 2, to show that queer kids that it's okay to like girls.
So they sort of announced Frozen 2.
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
Last year, I think.
Was it last year's been that long?
Yeah.
I guess the cast or something.
Yeah.
Like something recently just happened about it.
It was announced last year, but it's like only May, so it could have been really recent.
Yeah, something recent.
I don't know.
Yeah, something kind of
recent
happened about it. Like I think they were announcing some casting or something like that, and then suddenly I see this hashtag popping up a lot. And so it sounds like there are a lot of people who believe that in Frozen, Elsa was gay. And that it just wasn't, like, you know, they didn't put it out there, and that it was kind of a coming out thing, that it's like an allegory about coming out and stuff, right?
Kind of like that, yeah.
And that's kind of some of what Frozen was about. Maybe it wasn't totally about it, right? But that the intent was that she was gay, and that they just never, she wasn't with a girl. It wasn't explicitly stated.
Yeah.
And so some people are kind of saying, let's just explicitly state it this time.
Just give
Elsa a girlfriend. Have her have a girlfriend.
There's also some really cute designs of like there was this one that like my favorite one was there's like a Latina girl with fire powers instead, and there's like just like this absolutely adorable fan art where she was kind of explaining that fire can have different colors like her eyes can. I'm just like, please, please.
Yeah, so you know, like I don't know. I have to watch Frozen again now with that in mind and see if I think that that's a plausible, like a viable interpretation of Frozen.
Last time I watched Frozen, I watched like 3 seconds of Frozen when I was a little bit more into LGBT stuff, but no, I haven't watched it like recently. Yeah. Last time I like watched the movie, like actually watched the movie, I wasn't even like thinking about that at all.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So. Yeah. Sure. It was a long time ago. Yeah, and like I think that's interesting. And like the point that I read, like I looked at it for just a few minutes today when we were thinking about maybe talking about this.
Yeah, I looked at it.
And it was people were saying like Disney, they make family movies, right?
Yeah.
And that like the definition of family is expanding.
Yeah. In
our current culture, right? And that so it should be inclusive of different kinds of families.
There's also people that are arguing against it for whatever reason, saying that their kids aren't ready to see gay people. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why are they not ready to see?
Right.
And there's also, and like people say that they don't want kids to be confused. They don't want kids to think that they should be gay for some reason. And then like someone made this like absolutely hilarious response, and like, then we don't want queer kids to be confused, so let's just go ahead and delete all the movies with a straight couple in them.
So
it was funny.
Yeah, I would say, like from my point of view, that
they should.
Well, if it's okay for your movie to have relationships in it, it's okay for your movie to have gay relationships in it. Yeah. Right? So I think if a kid's not confused by a heterosexual relationship, they shouldn't be confused by a homosexual relationship.
And there's also this, sorry, I'm just like mentioning very specific things, but like the main thing that like really kind of really like speaks like that thing that we were talking about with like the I don't remember what video it was. I don't even know if that video is out or anything.
Okay.
But I talked about in a video where there was like this story where there's a character from How to Train Your Dragon that's not Hiccup but a different one that's handicapped, and he saw like an actual handicap man. And that it's like insert character's name from How to Train Your Dragon. And then he also kind of saw a black woman with an afro on the subway, I think, and he kind of pointed to her and said, "She has hair like Annie's," and that was like, that's why representation is really important. So
who's Annie?
Like from the musical.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I don't remember the song.
Yeah.
But from the musical. And like there was like this post that's like I guess I don't know if they were talking about their kids specifically or just a general example where it's like, I want kids to be able to say, "Oh, I have two mommies," and then like the other kid would be like, "Oh yeah, so like Elsa and blah."
Sure.
And like and like, "Oh, that's cool."
That's a good point. Yeah, like I think representation is important. Like we did the whole Gina Davis thing, and we've talked about like if she can see it, she can be it, and like kids need role models.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that, right? And so yeah, I don't know. Like I think it's kind of silly to
say against it.
Well, no, to think that like if there are gay representations in Disney movies, kids are going to choose to become gay. That's kind of a silly.
There are enough straight people in it already that they understand.
Well,
like,
plus
especially in the same movie,
it's not a choice.
Anna and Kristoff are there.
It's not a choice.
I know.
Right? I mean, it's just
they're not gonna like force themselves to become gay because one character in this whole movie, in like this entire
I just don't think you have that
gay.
kind of control over who you're attracted to.
Yeah.
I just don't think that's how it works. But I don't know. Like we're all for representation, right? So this is not like normally Presley's perspectives. We sort of debate both sides of the issue, right? But I think we're both pretty squarely.
Yeah, we're both like, you should do it.
So, do you think Elsa? Is there anything specific about Elsa that makes you think like should Disney have a like gay couple in a Disney movie, or do you think there's a reason that like Elsa specifically they should give Elsa a girlfriend?
I guess it's mostly because like Elsa's story was a lot like seemed to be kind of a metaphor for coming out, which is why they should give her, which is like why they chose Elsa. But just to do I not both? Why not both?
You're right, sure,
Why
right.
not both?
No, I just didn't know. Like, is it just timing? Is it just because the new Frozen's coming out? This is what the people are talking about, or is there something? And I guess maybe like I've heard. I don't know. Like I said, I never thought about the coming out analogy to her. Like,
I think that's why they chose Elsa out of all people. Right. Okay. And also because they're like recently announced.
They're making a new one, right? They're working on a new one. I don't know how far along they are in production on a new one, but yeah, it seems like a reasonable
honestly, and it doesn't seem that hard to give Elsa a girlfriend because, like, especially which they probably are, to be honest, writing off a love interest. Like, if they're writing it, they can just like change the pronouns. There you go.
Well, but yeah,
you can change,
if they've done the art.
If they've done storyboards, then they can just change the storyboards.
Yeah, it just depends on how far they've gotten in the art. But so the other thing that I saw that I thought was an interesting take on it too was that, and I don't even know if this is offensive or not. Like, so this feels a little weird too. But people were saying like Disney should do it because like not a big part, but Disney's movies are loved by gay men.
Okay.
And that they have like a built-in sort of gay LGBT audience.
Well, okay.
And so that they should be appealing more to that audience.
It's like
that seems a little stereotypical to me. Right?
It's like it's kind of offensive.
It does seem a little offensive. It seems a little offensive. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I am not a gay man, so I can't say for myself.
I don't know. It seemed a little stereotypical, right? But it was an interesting point that I read when I was doing some research on this.
Yeah. But they could just give Elsa a girlfriend. Like, it's gonna, even though there's gonna be, like, what I think they should kind of do is just, like, foreshadow that Elsa's gonna have, like, a love interest, and then, like, in the movie that it just turns out to be a girl. So, it's, like, the opposite of, like, what I was talking about, like what I was talking about earlier, like baiting, where you just put a queer person as a queer. Do the opposite.
You don't tell anybody.
You don't tell anybody that there's a girl, that her love interest is a girl.
Yeah, no, I was thinking the other day, like
just like all like the homophobic people go watch it and they're like.
So you're gonna talk to like Dark Matter people, right? In London Comic Con.
Dark Matter people.
And I was thinking that one of the cool things about Dark Matter is you know, it's in this sort of futuristic thing, right? But they had, like, the woman kind of takes control of the ship and becomes the captain.
And also, can I say the thing?
Yeah. What thing?
The thing where the couple thing that I really liked.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
In Dark Matter. No, like when they were using these transport pods, and there was a discount for couples, and like there were two men walking in, and she just immediately asked, like all casually, "Are you two a couple?"
Right.
Which is just like, can that be like it now?
Well, no, but that was kind of what I was saying. It was like she took over the ship, and no one questioned the fact that she was a woman taking control and taking the captain's responsibility.
They questioned why she was in control, but not
because she was a woman, right? Like nobody. The only time, like they questioned why the kid's doing stuff, right?
Yeah.
But they've got like Six is black, and there is no like commentary about race.
Yeah.
Or no expectations about the way he behaves because of race, and she's a woman, and there's no expectations about her role or nothing like that. So I think it's what you're saying about Frozen is really. I think that's really cool. Like I think if they were to do it. It should not be like a big deal in the movie.
Yeah.
Like people shouldn't.
It should be written like Anna and Kristoff, except instead of Kristoff, it's a girl. Ta-da!
Christine.
You got it, Christine. It's Christine.
So yeah, like I think it would be awesome if they just played it straight. No pun intended. And
I mean, true.
And didn't make a big deal out of it and just kind of put it in the movie.
Yeah.
Like if they made it a big deal and people were shocked by it and then people finally came around to accept, like that's all well and good, right? But I think it's better if it's just normal and this is the way it is and don't worry about it. It's a relationship and we're not going to make a big deal about it.
Yeah, it's just.
That's what I would like to see.
Here.
Right. I don't know about you, but like
yeah.
I would prefer to see that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want them, like, I would want them to kind of just be, I want them to kind of have something where, like, there's, like, a big, like, Elsa says, oh, I have a girlfriend, and then everyone hugs, just to kind of play that coming out is also okay, but then, but otherwise, don't like, overplay it, be like, oh, this is a girl, it's a girl.
I don't want it to be part of the plot.
Yeah.
Right?
Unless yeah, just like, oh, there's just a coming out scene. Okay, now let's go on with the rest of the movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I need to see a coming out scene even. Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it would be nice just
I'm
to show
cool
people
to just
that it's
have
okay.
like the movie starts and it's 20 years later or 5 years later or whatever they're gonna do, and Elsa's living in the kingdom with a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Two queens.
Yes.
That reminds me. Okay, so we had this play, and so they were doing this play, and there's supposed to be a queen and a king role, and basically, and what I've found really interesting about like this generation being so accepting is all the boys who wanted to play, or everyone who wanted to play the king, that is, were already like in a scene right before that, so they could just quickly change and then go into the scene, or were already in that scene. So like just everyone almost raised their hand and just said, what if they're gay? Just like flat. And it's like, yes. And I was obviously like, yes. But it's just so cool that this generation can just flat out, without making like a huge deal about it, just be like, so what if there were just two queens? They're just gay. Why not? It's
cool.
Just like, that was cool. That's a cool fact. That happened.
But that's what giving Elsa a girlfriend would help do.
Yes.
Right? It would help continue that movement in that direction. So I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Elsa girlfriend.
Not a super controversial topic on this side. Like I said, sometimes we debate more a little bit about what's going on. This time we just kind of agree.
Yeah, it was kind of agreed. But I just wanted to talk about it. Because they're like...
Yeah, short answer is sure. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
We don't have to make this...
All for it.
Yeah, we're all for it. We just want Elsa to have a girlfriend.
Right.
Just do
There's
it.
no negatives, in my opinion, of doing that. I think it's fine. And I think, like I said, the
slight audience slight people, like 3 people that won't see the movie.
But maybe more people would, though.
Yeah.
It's also possible that would be made up by people that would go see it, right? And sometimes, like, you just got to make decisions that aren't entirely money-based.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Sometimes you just do the right thing for the right reason.
The one negative is, like, 3 people won't go see the movie because Elsa has a girlfriend.
Right.
But then, like, a lot of people will go see the movie because Elsa has a girlfriend.
We'll see what happens.
It's balanced out.
I'm not overly optimistic that it's going to happen.
And why?
Right, but I would love to see it. I think I wish we were at a place when that was fine and Disney would do it.
Maybe they could just kind of put in a female character that has like an overly platonic relationship.
Right. Well, like maybe it won't be Elsa. Maybe there'll be a character in the movie that has a gay relationship. Like it's a step towards kind of what they.
Yeah, it's a step towards it, but.
But even that, Elsa. I think is probably unlikely.
Yeah.
Right.
Just put more.
Like I would love to be surprised, but I don't think they're gonna do it. Right. I think it's not gonna happen. But I would be happy to see it. I think.
Yeah. That would be like just like Disney. nothing wrong. Of course, Disney's not watching the video, but nothing wrong with giving Elsa a girlfriend.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose like three people, but then like a majority of the other people will come back if you're thinking about it as money-based.
Don't even worry about that. Don't do it for the money. Do it because it's the right thing to do. Right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
All right.
it's the right thing to do.
I think that's pretty good, yeah? Okay, so back to vlogs tomorrow. I think we're going to go back to a wash park tomorrow.
Nice.
And then try and ride the little paddle boats.
And it was really hot today.
And you're going to put some sunscreen on when we go do that.
Yeah, I'm like really sunburned. And hopefully it won't be really sunny for about like 3 hours and then just like we go there like and then just 20 minutes later just it's snowing and like,
yeah, that won't happen. Like it's supposed to be really bad weather this weekend, but tomorrow's going to be okay. So you'll go to your class tomorrow. When you get home, you got Japanese lessons, and then as soon as Japanese is over, we're going to head to Wash Park.
Cool.
Right on?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so come watch us go to Wash Park tomorrow.
So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.